The observer would like to advise that the following video comes with a trigger warning. The content in this video is of a sensitive nature, so please beware that the topic of this video may trigger you. The observer recommends that you consider your own mental health before you watch this video.
Hello.
So the fact that you just let like Pearl in, no. You should be letting the people that you have affected, the actual victims and people that you have upset.
There's no one in the box though, Mary.
If people want to, is there anybody in the comments that's able to come in and say if they're happy to come into the box to obviously share their story in a safe environment? These are the people that you need to be listening to. This is the people that you need to be listening to. What you need to, yeah, Mabel, Chomp, is saying Mabel. The girl, I think it was Kylie.
Hello.
Was it Kylie as well? Yeah.
It's not Kylie.
Right, I just want to say this. I'm a 52-year-old woman that is a survivor of child assault.
I'm sorry.
Listen, you need to wipe them tears away. You need to come off this app and you need to go and research about survivors.
I know what it's like to be a survivor.
Listen,
I have done to myself.
Then that makes it more worse that you could come out with what you did.
I know.
I'm not here to bully you. Listen, I'm not here to bully you or anything else. I'm just here to say to you, you need to come off, get off the app for a bit, go and speak with people that are friends of yours. And look, if you are a survivor of it, that would not have come out your mouth. I'm sorry.
I'm a survivor of it though.
Then that's what I'm saying. But you
How
need.
dare you?
Listen.
No, get out.
This is exactly why no one listens. No one listens.
You cannot.
You can't sit there and say that. I'm sorry, but that's out of order.
Right. What you need to do is sit in there, as you said, like crying online. This is not going to help your situation. You need to let people in the boxes that you have affected. You need to hear their stories, and you can't then go at them because, as sorry, I didn't know the person's name. That is their story. They are telling you how you have affected them. If they think that you're not, you're going to have to take that.
Hello.
Well, why do you keep coming at people? This is the thing, Scouse. I've said this to you before. Like, I know we've had our beef and stuff like that as well, but you cannot handle this app. You cannot. This is not the first incident of when you have came on here or had to apologise or cried or the things in that you've said. You do not take accountability because I know what you're like and I know exactly what you're going to do. You're going to sit here, you're going to cry, you're going to do all this shenanigans. Then you're going to come and do your FYP show and say, well, I've said sorry, so that's it, it's done. But you're not actually going to sit and listen to the people that you have actually affected.
Why should I listen to people saying that I'm lying?
Because you said it.
Myself.
Because you said it. So the way you're hurting just now by what she said, but the way you're hurting just now from what that woman previously said is how you've hurt other people.
I have hurt other people. I have took accountability. I'm on here. That's why I've come on, and I'm sorry I'm shouting, but I've come on and I've took accountability.
Okay, so by taking accountability, but you haven't let the people that you have affected the most come in and have their say. And you can't shout back at them. You can't clap back at them because you have brought this on yourself.
I can't clap back at them now. That's the thing. You can't tell somebody they haven't been assaulted when they have. How is that fair?
How is it fair with what you said?
It's not. But how is that fair? How is that? What I've said was absolutely disgusting. I admit that. Okay, I hold my hands up. I've all held who's dinged that, who got him out the box. doesn't give people the right to sit there and use my trauma and say it's lies.
It's just so.
This is the thing. I don't know. You just dinged me out the box.
I didn't. It was one of me
Oh, I
moderators.
know you did it. It was one of your moderators. This is the thing as well. Your moderators do not help you. Like, this isn't your guys' live. This is Scouse's live.
What am I supposed to do? There's nobody in the box
Right.
that have effect. Like, do you know what I mean? I want the people who I directed that comment at in the box. I don't want anybody else
But your
in the
mods are
box.
cancelling people's requests. They keep knocking it out. Guys, is Mabel in here? Mabel, are you in here? Are you requesting Mabel? And anybody that's saying this is bullying, shut the fuck up.
I've come along to take accountability. That's what this is about.
Is Mabel actually in here? Yeah, so there's like 15 requests.
I can't see Mabel's account.
He's in here.
What's her account?
Well, I'm in here now, so the first three people, well, Mabel's coming in to speak on behalf of Mazza right now for Scouse.
Okay.
And you need to be letting Kylie and Mazza have their say.
Okay.
Yeah, Kylie is the one that you...
Not everyone else.
Yeah.
So I'm going to drop. Mods, you're making it worse. They're allowed to speak. So simple as. But I will say, what I've heard, I'm going to shut up.
Okay.
It's fucking disgusting.
Mabel is the OG Irish Kelly account, Scouse.
Yeah.
I've
Right,
requested so
I've
many
had
times.
mine
They
too.
kept getting kicked by one of your mods.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say.
But Scouse, this crying and then saying, I'm sorry, I don't know what else to do. You knew exactly what you were doing yesterday. You can't say you're taking accountability for something that you're denying. You're denying knowledge of doing. You knew what you were doing yesterday. And I'll tell you why I knew what you were doing yesterday. And I'll explain what it was you did yesterday, since you claim that you don't know exactly what it is that you did. Kylie came in and was commenting to you because she was disgusted by something she'd heard you say. And you responded to Kylie so easily and so proud of yourself. Now, Kylie, anyone that knows Kylie knows that Kylie has been very open about what she's went through. And you told Kylie to go and get her mum's TITs, right? You actually said the word though, but I'm not going to go as actual graphic. But you said Kylie was to go get her mum's TITSs and suck on them, then go get her dad's, in your words, schlong, and go suck on that. And then you went as far as to do the sucking motion, didn't you, Scouse? Yep. You went as far as to do the sucking motion, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then when Mazza commented, just like a load of other people, but when you saw Mazza's comment, when Mazza commented and said, you do realise some people have been essayed by their parents, you know what Mazza's been through, and don't say that you haven't, because I know for a fact you know what Mazza's been through, and your response to Mazza was, go get your uncle then, knowing what she's been through. And then, when there was an absolute outrage, rightfully so, Scouse, you then told everyone that everyone's in your quotations, I'm quoting you right now, that everyone's traumas aren't your responsibility. Even though you went for multiple people's traumas, it wasn't your responsibility, and your words, you didn't care. And then when a load of people were outraged, rightfully so, by the disgusting vile shit that came out of your fucking mouth, you then went as far as to say you should all go to Love Honey and go get yourself some DIDLOs and some toys and go pleasure yourself. And then when more people were outraged, you said, you know what, all you, talking to all the survivors that were outraged, do you know what all you, aka survivors, problems are? Your partners are lacking in the bedroom department. You should go and pleasure yourself on me. Didn't you, Scouse?
Yeah.
Now you tell me that you didn't know what you were doing.
I don't know how to
You knew this isn't one throwaway comment that you made, Scouse. This is multiple things that you said. You knew exactly what you were doing. And by the fact that you said multiple times, your traumas aren't my responsibility, shows that you knew exactly what you were doing. You knew you were going to get people triggering. So to sit here today and say that I'm allowing people to speak, but you won't allow people in the boxes, right? The amount of people that have requested and you've dinged.
Because
The amount of people that have put in the comments, now, do I agree with people telling you that you've not been through it? No, I don't. No, I don't agree with that. No, I don't agree with that. But to sit here and make it about how you're the one that's the victim in this, no, you're not, Scouse. You are not. And if you don't like that reality, then that's on you, not us.
I'm not the victim, Mum. I'm not.
Kylie did nothing to you to deserve to be told to do that. And Mazza did nothing to you to be told to do that. And every other survivor in those comments last night that was telling you that you were triggering them or triggering people, for you to mock them, laugh at them, and not give a flying F about them shows more about you than it does all of them. You're the one that's in the wrong. You're not the victim here.
I didn't say I was the victim.
But they're sitting there crying and only reading out comments that are negative towards you to make yourself out to be the victim shows that you don't care what you've done to people, Scouse. You don't care. Because if you cared, you wouldn't be paying no attention to all these negative comments. But that's the only comments you're reading out, Scouse. The comments that are making you out to be the victim. And as for Sophie Bailey coming in here and commenting saying, I don't think it's that bad, we couldn't give a fuck what you've got to think, Sophie, considering that's coming from a woman whose morals lie with mocking disabled children. So excuse me, that us survivors don't care what you deem okay and what isn't. So you can pipe down. Well, I'm going to let Manda speak.
Right. Thank God I'm not a survivor. Because believe I wouldn't leave this on the app. So thank God I'm not a survivor. But let me tell you something. Kylie is one of my very, very close friends. And I know how you affected her last night.
I'm sorry.
That doesn't cut it.
No, it doesn't cut it. What else do you want me to do?
It doesn't cut it, and neither do all these tears. You're supposed to be savage, so come on. Let's see how savage you are now, because let me tell you now, I will stand for Kylie, and I will not let this go. Best believe I will not let this go.
What do you want from me?
I want you to just up and fuck off, because you've got no coming back from this. Absolutely no coming back from this. What you said about the cancer and everything, that was one thing. I lost my dad to cancer. So that was one thing. But what you said to Kylie, there's no coming back from. And best believe that I will be her voice. And if I have to be her voice every single day until we don't have to look at your face no more on this app, then that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
No coming back from this. No, you try to be this, I'm savage. You're not strong enough to be like that. To be like that and to come out with the shit you've been coming out with, then you've got to be strong enough to own it. And you're obviously not. I promise you, for Kylie, I will not let this go.
Okay.
And I will speak about it every single day until she doesn't have to see your face on this app anymore.
Okay.
Can you even imagine what you did to that girl last night?
Yeah.
How you made her feel? Because let me tell you something now, like I said, I'm not a survivor, and that fucking broke me last night when I spoke to Liza.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I really, really am.
I don't know what possesses anybody, let alone, and I am going to say it, let alone a mother, for those words to come out of your mouth.
Please don't bring the children into it.
I'm not bringing
Please,
your
I'm begging
children
you,
into, I'm
don't.
not bringing your children into it. I'm calling you a mother. As a mother, I don't know how those words could come out of your mouth. What
I'm
way?
sorry, I don't know.
No, just answer me this.
Wait, sorry, Amanda, I'm going to have to dip out the box. The fact that you've got your gifts on through this is shocking to me, and I don't like the fact people are gifting me, so I'm
Right,
dipping out the box.
1 second. Can people just let me speak for 1 second? Now, as a survivor myself and somebody who is in recovery, them kind of comments can absolutely trigger the hell back to them. For someone who's been in and out of mental hospitals for what other people have done to me, and you've sat there and you've said stuff like that, that is something else. And I am not the one to come in boxes and shout at people. I am not like that. I like to have fun. I like to have banter on it.
Why have you dinked it from the box? Why have you dinked it from the box?
You need to have a word with your mods, because for your mods to be dropping people who were trying to have their voice heard, that's
I know,
disgraceful.
man, but it's out of order. They shouldn't be doing that. People have a right to have an opinion. That's why I mean.
Because that girl has just been silenced again.
I'm
And that
sorry.
is out of order, so you need to have a word with your mods.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Well, for a start, I mean, I've been gifted while I'm in here, and I didn't even know you had your gifts on. So thank you very much to everyone who's gifted me. But when I go live, I'm going to get Kylie in the box. And whatever I've been gifted in here, I'm going to gift to Kylie. Because that is nothing at all to what she deserves after what she had to listen to last night.
There's only so many times I can say sorry though, man.
Yeah, and it does not cut it. It doesn't, sorry doesn't cut this.
I know that. I'm not stupid.
Where you've gone wrong is that you've thought that you're evil queen.
I haven't, honestly. This has got nothing to do with evil queen though.
You've tried to emanate her, and you know what? She doesn't give a fuck about anything she says. You're not strong enough to handle the backlash of it. And that's the difference. You're not strong enough to handle the backlash of it, and this is what you're doing now. It's breaking you because you can't handle it. And that's why you don't know. Like, people aren't going to let this go.
I know they're not. Because if I didn't come live today, sorry, I need to. If I didn't come live now, then people will be saying, no, I'm sorry, I didn't think about the words and how they could impact people. Do you know what I mean?
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're not wired right, because I know how those words would impact people.
I wasn't thinking straight. It's not an excuse.
What it was, you were trying to be clever, and there's nothing clever about saying things like that to a survivor of the very, very worst.
Wait, Manda, get out the box. Because people are going to gift you now that you've said Kylie, and she is going to get 30% of that. Please drop.
Well, I'll tell you what. When I go live tonight, you come into my live and you make sure that you gift Kylie when she's in that box, because you're getting 30% of what people are gifting me. Will you make sure you give that back to Kylie? In fact, I don't even think Kylie would want it off you. So I'm going to drop out now, but let me just say this before I go. I am not going to let this go.
Okay.
Best believe I will go live every single day if I have to, until that girl does not have to see your face on this app.
I've just come out to give you some advice, if I'm honest with you, Scouse. Like, I think your comments are absolutely crazy, and I think if you've got any
Can
ounce
someone
of
drop me down?
remorse,
I can't get out.
if you've got any ounce of remorse and you give a shit, then I'd advise you, I think maybe go to some shelters where some people that have gone through DV are having to live in certain environments right now with their children.
I need to be
and
blocked.
suffering. Maybe go.
Chelsea.
Maybe go.
Chelsea, I can't get out of this box. Can you drop me?
Can someone kick her? Maybe go to some shelters. Maybe go and see what they actually go through. Maybe go and do some volunteer work and actually see what people go through. Maybe go to Sobel House and maybe go do some volunteer work there. Go and offer some people a cup of tea where their please don't give me, please, I'm begging you, don't give me. Maybe go to Sobel House, go and do some volunteer work there. Go and give the families a cup of tea while they're sat there holding their relative's hand, yeah? Because it's disgraceful. Like, you really want to sit here and you want this to be out on social media? Like, I say it multiple times, right? For anybody that sits on social media and says stuff, yeah, it's out there, right? It's out there for your family to see. It's out there for your children to see. So all I would say to you now is go and educate yourself in the best way possible. Go and do some volunteer work in some areas of the people that you have offended to educate yourself. Because what you did is disgusting. I work in environments where I see this all the time. And the fact that I have to sit there and I have to help families go through what you have mocked on social media is disgusting.
I know.
You don't need educating to know a bad thing to say is a bad thing to say. Like, you don't need educating on that. You're a fully grown adult. Like, you're not a child. You're an adult. You're an adult that's trying to be like Evil Queen. Like, what?
It's got nothing to do with Evil Queen, though.
Yeah, but you're on this app trying to act that way. Like, what is wrong with you? If you're a survivor yourself, how do you not know this? Like, how do you not know how it makes people feel?
I know how it makes people feel. Sometimes people say things without thinking. It happens all the time. I've come on the app today and I know I'm upset. That's because I feel like shit. But it's not about me. I've come on the live today because if I hadn't have come live, I would have got accused of running away. I'm so sorry, I don't know how many times.
But you don't, like, I just don't understand, Scaff.
What
Like
am
you
I
said,
supposed to do to make people think that I'm actually being genuine?
I don't think I think you've gone too far, if I'm honest with you. You mocked a situation and then you carried on mocking the situation. It's not like you said one thing, you went away and reflected and then came back. You continue to mock a situation.
I know that. I'm very, very well aware of that, and that's why I've done this live today, to take accountability.
Well, like I said, I've only come up here to give you some advice, and I do think you should maybe go and do some volunteer work in these areas that you've sat here and mocked.
Okay.
And go and see it with your own eyes, what people go through, because quite frankly, clearly you have no idea. And maybe you need to go and see it for yourself. Because it's disgusting.
I'm not letting anyone else in the box. Only Kylie. If Kylie wants to come in the box, then she's more than welcome to come in the box. Please don't bring my children into this. I'm the one who's fucked up. Please don't bring my children into this. This has got nothing to do with my children. Please don't give me. Don't bring my children into it. I fucking swear. I swear. Do not bring my children into this. They are innocent.
Hi. So I thought I'd come on and say things, not here to be, bullying, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm a victim of myself, not child, but I am a victim. And as a victim myself, you should know by now that it's hateful and it's hurtful. And you come and cry, but you know what you've done. It's not one thing. You've come on multiple times saying things to them, and then also promoted sex toys and said to use them. And as a mother, you should know that it's hateful, it's hurtful.
No, but people are bringing my children into it, and they don't need to do that.
I know your children are innocent, and that is wrong, yes, at the end of the day, but you're saying this to these people. Imagine that was your children. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm going to explain. Basically, she turned around and said to a CSA victim that she should go back to her abuser, and...
I did not say go back to the abuser at all. That's wrong.
You said go back to your uncle, to Mazza.
I did say that.
And that's his abuser. Her abuser, should I say.
I don't know what people want from me.
You've apologised, but you're never going to come back from this. At the end of the day, if it was one little thing, you may be able to come back from it. It's still wrong, but you've reflected, you know what I mean? But you've not just said one thing. You've come on live and targeted an innocent girl and said whatever.
I've said sorry. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do.
There's nothing you can do. There's literally nothing you can do. Like, literally at all, because you've come on and said multiple things. If it was one thing, it'd be understandable. You say, like, people say things without thinking, which is correct. But at the same time, you've not just said one thing, you've said multiple and then promoted a toy after that.
I know.
And it's wrong. And people are saying that not to target your children, because people know your children are innocent. They're saying that for you to imagine.
There's been people in the comments who have been bringing my children up, though.
Yeah, but that's for you to see in your head that, imagine, you're saying this to these people who had that happen to them as a child. Imagine that was your children, and that being said to your children when your children are victims. You know what I mean?
I'm a victim myself.
Yeah, I get that, and I'm really sorry that happened to you, but at the same time, as a victim yourself, you should know how hurtful that is. And you're saying you do, which is understandable, but you've said multiple things, and it's damaging and it's hurtful, and as a victim yourself, you should know when things like that get said to you, and you get silenced, or you have, horrible things said, you know how hateful and hurtful that is and damaging. Like that girl came in and said before, she's been in many bad situations with her mental health because of what happened to her. And you're like preaching for mental health and saying you're savage and things. You sat here crying now. You're not strong enough to come with the backlash of the things you've said. You know what I mean? And at the same time, you're putting on this persona of savage and whatever, and preaching mental health, but then you're coming on here saying things about cancer and CSA and being hateful to the victims. And your children will come on this app. I don't know how old they are, But they will come on this app one day, and all you have to do is search up your name, and that's it, and they find everything. Because once you put it on here, there's nothing you can do to take it down. Why did you say it?
I honestly don't know. I don't want to, because anything I say is going to come across as me making an excuse.
But the only thing you've said is you're sorry and you didn't think, but you need to explain why you said it and what your intention was behind it.
So, before...
You're going to get more hate if you just say, oh, I don't know, or oh, it's just because...
Honestly, I've been having, like, shit with people for
I can relate the
ages,
question to you, Lydia.
and trolls and stuff, and it gets you when you are... You know, I'm quite an emotional person, obviously, that can be seen. And I reacted. I shouldn't have reacted in the way that I did. I honestly didn't mean or have any intention to make an essay or child essay at all. But obviously, I can't sit and tell people how to take what was said. There's
people who are going to take it in different ways. There's going to be so many ways that people are going to take this. They're going to be emotional, they could support you. There's so many different ways. You know what you said is wrong, and I'm not deflecting because you have said wrong. And I'm very disappointed that I've come on the app this morning and seen this live, and this is the situation that's going on. You've got a platform on social media, you know what I mean? You've got over 2,000 followers. When you're on this app and you've got that sort of platform, like on my main account, I've got over 2,000 followers, and I expect the hate comments, I expect the positive comments. And you get used to it because you've got a platform in this app, and that's just how it is.
I'm normally able to, I know
that, Coco, I'm not deflecting at all.
I'm normally able to not to ignore trolls and stuff, you know, and not, but it just got to me yesterday, and I honestly can't tell you why.
But these people who are saying things, a lot of them aren't trolls. A lot of them are people who are upset, or people who are victims of it and are upset and triggered by that.
And I do think that she is right. The problem is that you've upset people that have actually been through that, whether it's people that have been through it as children themselves and have had their children then go through that kind of stuff. And you sitting there saying, I'm also a victim, blah, 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 and then repeating that behaviour, I'm sorry, is the most disgustingest thing ever. I'm a victim of child sexual assault. I'm a victim of domestic violence. I'm sorry, but I would never sit there and say something like that about anybody, even if they were my worst enemy. If they came and knocked on my door and begged for my help, I would help anybody. I'm that kind of person because I went through that kind of stuff. Why the hell would I want it to repeat to somebody else? Yet you're sitting there crying, saying you're you're taking accountability. What accountability? You won't let anyone say anything to you because you're so sorry and you've done all this thinking all last night, blah, blah, blah. You sat there and cried, not one tear, 0 tears, you rubbed your eyes red and pulled faces. So how is anybody supposed to sit here and think you've taken accountability or are sorry for anything you're doing? You're pulling your face right now. That is not crying. I have 3 sons. I'm 40. I turned 40 on the 18th of January. I have 3 sons, a 23-year-old, a 21-year-old, and a 19-year-old. And I tell you what, they will tell you that your behaviour is disgusting and you are a grown adult. You say you have children. How would you feel if your children were sexually assaulted and then somebody said
something bring my children into it, please.
How would you
she's not bringing them into it. She's just saying, how would
you
feel?
You fat cow. Do one with your fucking gifts on, you little tramp. Take.
She's not coming at your children. She's just saying, how would you... She's not saying that. She's just saying, how would you feel? Because in a person's situation like that, how do you think my mother felt when things happened to me? How do you think your family felt when that happened to you? And that's the sort of thing they're saying. A lot of people on here are children and they're correcting your wrongs. And that shouldn't... How old are you?
36.
There you go. And a lot of these people on here are accounts of children. And you've said these things, and these children would never dream of saying those things. You know what I mean? They're righting your wrongs. They're correcting you. which shouldn't be there. You're the one who should be correcting them. You know what I mean? And it's not nice. And she's not coming at your children saying, oh, your children are going to be this, that, the other. She's just saying, as a mother herself with children, they'd tell you they're wrong, that she's raised them with more morals, and that if that was your children and that happened to them, how would you feel about that? When that happened to them, or somebody says this to them, you know what I mean? Thank you, you put... Sorry, I can't find your name. Is it Lotte? Thank you so much. And I get it's upsetting you, but imagine how Kylie and Mazza felt, you know what I mean?
That's how I feel, though. I understand that. Not about me. I'm upset because I've hurt people that I shouldn't have hurt. I shouldn't have said it. It was absolutely disgusting, okay? I've taken accountability. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Do you want me to be all happy that I'm affecting people? Not you personally, by the way, but do you want me to be all happy about affecting people?
Obviously not. You shouldn't be happy about it because you're upset about it, which is the reaction you should have. But you've got to understand that these people are going to be upset by the things you said. Like, it's not the first time, like Manda said. It is the second time or the third or whatever time. You said something about cancer, you said something about CSA, and then you promoted a toy by Love Honey. You know what I mean? And people are going to be hurt by that. People are going to judge you. People are going to troll. But that's the response you should be getting, because it'd be so twisted if people are actually sat there in your comments saying, ignore the haters, or you did nothing wrong. They should be saying...
It doesn't matter what I do on this app anyway.
It doesn't. You're always going to get haters. You're always going to get haters, no matter what you do. It's an app, you know what I mean? People are always going to come for you. People are going to judge you. People are going to not like you. But at the same time, though, your mods kicking people out trying to speak up is silencing them and making it worse for you.
I know that's wrong, and believe me, it shouldn't be happening. That should not be happening. I've done this live in order for people to come in. At first, I didn't want people in the boxes because I knew I'm not very good with confrontation. You see, it's something I'm trying my best to learn, but I can't do anything else.
You've said what you said now, it's too late, you know what I mean? But you're always going to get hate on an app. People aren't going to like you. Not everybody's going to like you, and not everyone's going to be civil with you. They're not all going to want to be your friend.
I don't come on the app to be friends with everybody. I don't come on the app to be following.
People come on this app to express themselves.
Sorry, I don't know what. I'm genuinely sorry. I actually really do feel really, really sorry. I didn't mean to say it at all in that way and direct it.
But you saying that doesn't change anything.
I know.
Because you're repeating it.
What am I supposed to do, though?
The one thing you can do is apologise with what you've done, but it's not going to change anything. You said what you said, it's done now. The dust is in the air, right? But you come on this app to express yourself, preach mental health, you know what I mean? And then you're always going to get haters, like I said. You're always going to get them. People are going to troll. People are going to hate. That's just how an app is. Like, not everyone's going to like you. But at the same time, though, you saying these things aren't going to make it any better for you. Aren't going to make the haters go away. Aren't going to make any hate go away. You're going to get more hate for yourself saying these types of things. And especially on a platform like this, you do need to think about what you say.
Can I just say something, Sam? You need to shut your fucking mouth. Because you know what? People all over this fucking app have said fucking shit all over the fucking app, right? Now you coming at this fucking woman, right?
Nobody's coming at her, I'm just telling her.
Wrong. Hold on. She said something fucking wrong. Go and fucking sort your fucking head out. Go after all the fucking big creators that's done fucking shit all over this app. This woman has said something wrong.
She said multiple things wrong. I'm not coming at her. I'm just telling her that she needs to understand that. I've not come on here and called her names. I've not come on here and screamed. I've not come here and shouted. You are a fully grown man. I suggest you be quiet, because come at these big creators, It makes it even worse when a small creator comes on this app and says these things, because her family will see it. Her friends will see it. You're a fully grown man. How dare you come on here and say, oh, she's done this, she's done that, but these big creators have done the same. We're not talking about the big creators. We are not talking about them. We're talking about what Scouse has done, and we're trying to right her wrongs, and she's trying to apologise. She's done wrong, and it's unforgivable. How dare you come on here and deflect of what she's done? She knows she's done wrong. She's apologising.
Can I just interrupt some? I know you keep saying she's apologising, but to be honest with you, Scouse, when I first came across you, we had a bit of a falling out, and then do you know what? I apologised to you, but do you know what? I'm actually wondering why the fuck I did apologise to you, because you're basically just showing everything that I went at you for. You used to support people regarding Angie and things, but the stuff that comes out of your mouth, and the fact that you're saying you don't know what you were saying and all this, you had intent with what you said to Mazza, and you should know bloody damn better. You are absolutely disgusting. I don't know who the hell you think you are these days, but honest to God, you are disgusting. You should feel very ashamed of yourself. And these tears, I'm not falling for them. All I'm hearing with them tears is you actually crying for yourself. That's all it is. It's tears for yourself. It's pity for yourself, not remorse for what you've said to anybody or who you've affected. And you have all these things about how's your mental health. Let me know how your mental health is. You don't give a fuck about anybody's mental health. All you care about is your fucking self. You should be ashamed. And I hope everybody sees what a vile person you are. You honestly, like everyone's saying, you need to get off the app. You need to take some time out. You need to go reflect.
Okay.
You're absolutely disgusting. And you honestly, I'm ashamed of you. Absolutely ashamed of you.
Sorry,
and all times that I've defended you against other people, all them times, do you know what? I apologise to everybody I went at defending you, because they were all right. Just like I learnt with Ange, I've learnt with you. Thanks for having me up. Thanks for letting me have my say.
Thank you, Nilly. That's well said. Can I just say something? These people coming on here and saying these things and then reflecting of how they feel, and you just saying, okay, you're not taking it in. You just
I
saying,
am taking it in. What do you want me to respond to that? I've got no response for it.
Say thank you for your criticism, or even say, I understand, thank you for that.
I understand and I respect. Honest to God, I do. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do.
There's nothing you can do. There's literally nothing you can do or say now. The dust is in the air.
I'm allowing people to go in the box and have a go at me.
Can I speak for a second, please, Scouse? I'm not a creator. I was never in the box in my life. And I'm following Jen. I'm just going to let you know I'm actually physically sick. I've got sick. I'm a survivor, and I've actually got sick.
Thank you,
John.
Jason.
I watched the video back.
I'm sorry.
I watched the video back, and also someone else spoke about being in recovery. I'm in recovery. I'm very triggered. I'm having to ring my sponsor. I know you're saying, and don't cut me off. I know you're saying you don't want to be like Evil Queen. I think you're trying to portray this character on the internet that doesn't give two fucks about anybody. And that is really, really coming across. I didn't think I would be in risen. I'm not a creator. I've never went live. It's my first time in a box. But I'm physically shaking and I've got sick. I don't think an apology. You're apologising, and then you're screaming and shouting at everybody else, for having their say.
I'll put myself
I'm
on
absolutely
mute.
shaking.
I
just want to say, for the person, there's no disrespect to the person that said maybe you should volunteer at these places. I wouldn't want you to volunteer anywhere. If you're going to tell someone that kind of stuff. And for me, my abuser is still here today and he's still walking around today, and I've been silenced all my life, and the fact I was getting frustrated because I wasn't being risen into the box. I've never been in a box in my life, but I'm physically shaking, I've actually got sick.
I'll explain once. Everything said.
I understand, come here, I don't understand actually, I genuinely don't understand, the fact that you're getting annoyed because people are talking. I understand people are saying they're discussing motherhood. No one has mentioned your children. I don't have children. I'll tell you why I don't have children. I will broadcast this on the internet because my abuser took that right away from me. That's why I have no children. My abuser took the right for me to have children away from me. Okay? And I don't have children, and I can never have children, and will never have children. You know, and what you said about sucking on this and sucking on that, and the laughing and the expression, you know, that you are getting some sort of fucking kick out of it. You know, the expression and the, you know, that's not right on any level. That anybody should be doing that to any family members. And I will say that my inbox is open to anyone out there who's struggling with this stuff. Anybody. I don't know is I'm not a creator, you know, because I don't know what's right and wrong to be said on the internet. But I tell you what, one thing that was wrong. You know, I don't want to go on too much about this, but the right of me having children was taken away from my abuser. So there you're going on and saying, oh, don't bring me kids into it. I don't have any kids to bring into this. You know, and I'm going to drop now. I don't know how to drop. You have to throw me out. And for anyone that's sending me them, I haven't a clue how gifts are working. I can just see numbers going up. For anyone that's struggling, please reach out to me. You know, you're not alone. And, you know, you aren't alone. You know.
Oh. Okay, can I just jump in? Like, I've just gotten on TikTok and just seen everything and everyone going absolutely nuts. Can someone please tell everyone else what is going on? Because it is now also, it's becoming a trigger. I have just seen someone on another live say something about Scouse that it's going to make them yeet it themselves. What the hell is going on? And if people are going to start talking about this, I'm a single mother. I've been sexually assaulted. I've had my kids taken off me and then come back from their father that has abused me. If this has got anything to do with children or suicidal or anything, take it off the app, please, because I have just seen 2 young women wanting to yeet themselves. Like, we've had to report it to the police as well because of apparently someone's going on about kids or someone's going on about sexual assault or something. Like, so many people are in this, like, live asking them what's going on and can people please stop, like, bringing it all in. I'm not in here to cause drama. I'm not in here to badmouth anyone. I just want everyone to realise there is people on here that are actually currently live at the moment trying to yeet themselves.
Yeah, it definitely needs to come.
And like, I'm sitting here, like, I've just come out of a sexual assault relationship and watched my sister kill herself. So I don't want to